The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio, here we go. Hey, see Missy K. Hey, see Missy K. Her beauty and passion, talk music, passion, loose lips, red cup, love Joe. She's always on Facebook, Instagram, taking calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so. It's the Missy K Show.
Welcome to the Missy K's Loose Lip Show. I forgot where I was for a second.
In traffic. Yeah.
But I'm your girl, Lady D's, and I'll be standing in tonight for the boss, Missy K, and Baby Boss. Hey, yes. Hey. They're at an event tonight, and they will be joining us via Skype later, yes. Hopefully. But it's not too late for you to join them if you're interested in the event. For abused women. Is Michelle is keeping it 100 yes. at 400 South Santa Fe, Compton, California, and that's on Santa Fe and what's that? Compton Boulevard.
Yes.
So stop by and join them. They're going as we speak. And music by Marissa.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful Marissa.
Joining me today is my cohort.
Yes, the bad one. Yeah,
the chocolate one.
Stay in trouble.
La.
Yes.
What's on everyone's lips?
What's on everyone's? We have to start that fast. This is just me and you now.
What? Don't even go there.
We want to do because she's not
when
here.
When the boss is away,
she may email us, but tell us.
I don't want to hear it.
We can show out because she's not here. No, okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about Cardi B. Okay. This is the thing I feel. Stay off social media. Keep your business to yourself. Whatever you did in the past, keep it in the past. Take it to the grave. I don't care. Everything does not need to be said. It will come back and haunt you. It will. It will. It will. Well, what she said was when she was stripping and she would do her little stripping and the guys would want her to go back to the room or do other extra things with her. So she said, oh yeah, you want to go to the room? You want to do some extra things? So she would get them in the room and drug them and rob them.
Oh.
She said this 3 years ago, but it just came up right now. But she said, I would take them to the hotel, drug them. She said, drug them and then rob them. Oh yeah. So they're dragging her.
Wait, she said this on social media?
Yes. On live, and it was 3 years ago, and now it's coming back up right now. Exactly. Why?
Why?
If that's what you did, whatever you had to do to survive, it shouldn't be said. And she want to say everybody is not perfect. We know everybody is not perfect, but things like that is not acceptable. It's not acceptable at all. I don't care what they were there for, but to say I've drugged someone and robbed them and think it's okay, it is not okay. Yeah, I know. But everybody is doing something.
The rationale.
And don't think nothing is going to happen. And she come back and say, oh, that was in the past and I was just saying that I've been through some things. Okay. Like I said, certain things don't need to be said. Right. It doesn't make you look any better.
Especially when you broke the law.
Yes. Both of them were actually breaking the law, but the man don't recall you even drugging him. He don't know.
He just fun.
Exactly. He didn't know you was going to rob him.
Well, whatever.
Jesus. Isn't that the
tastes all kind.
Heck yeah. The young girl who was with her, John. and I guess she thought they were gonna, he was gonna rob her, and she killed him.
Oh,
remember the young lady
that
she's off now. She won't get off, I think, in August, but she was doing the same thing.
How much time did she get?
Well, she was gonna get a lot. How much? Let me see.
I remember.
I know she served over 20 years though. She served over 20 years. They were trying to have her serve a lot more.
On parole?
Not yet. She's been I think she's going to be out in August. She's going to be out in August. Yeah. We'll go back to that one and find information on that one. It's not okay, people. I'm sorry. It is not okay to drug anybody and rob them at all.
You surely don't talk about it.
And you don't have to bring it up.
That's stupid.
It's like you get to a point to where you're making all this money and think that you're untouchable, and it's okay. Even if you relive on whatever you did, there's a lot of things you just should not say. Seriously, you shouldn't say it. So,
anyway. That's stupid.
It is very. So, the movie Us, did you go see it?
No.
Do you even know what it's about?
No.
What? Oh my goodness.
Listen.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not a movie buff like some of you people. I have things to do. I have to work.
I know, but
and
you
when I get
still
free
have
time,
heard about it.
Well, I haven't. I don't watch regular television. I don't listen to regular radio. So no, I don't. I listen to NPR and I look at the Hallmark Channel. That's what I do.
Okay. Well, Jordan Peele, the director, this is his movie. He also did Get Out. You know, did you see Get Out? Mm-hmm. So you know about the Get Out movie. Mm-hmm. No, you didn't. I know she did. She didn't see it.
What about it? So stupid.
We're going to go, and I'm going to get some tickets.
No, we're not.
We're going to just do all kind of movies. We're going to do like at least 3 movies. We're going to
I
start
wait
off
till
with
they come
the
out on
matinee.
DVD.
They don't do DVD
Look,
no more.
I bought Black.
There are no more DVDs.
I bought Black Planet. What's it? What's it called? What's it called?
Panther.
What's it called?
She
Black
said
Panther.
Planet.
And I still
have you watched
it.
it? See, that's what I'm saying. You buy DVDs and you don't even.
Don't worry about that.
I'll take you. We're going to do like start with matinee and go all the way through. We might even sneak in. You're going to see you're in there with me.
Whatever.
Anyway, the movie budget was only $20 million and it made $70 million the first week, which is really good. And it's going to get bigger. He had an interview a couple of days, Thursday, last week, I believe, a couple of days ago. I can't even tell you the date. I'm sorry. And he says that no time soon will he be casting any white leads. Nowhere near the future. He said, we've seen that already. All their movies are so predictable. And he said it feels good to be able to go to Universal and say, I want to do a horror flick.
Oh, the horror movie.
Oh, so now you know.
I heard they were talking about it on NPR. They interviewed the lead person in the movie.
Lapita? Is it Lou Lapita, right? Is that?
Something like that, some weird name.
Oh my goodness!
But I know that they were talking about how well it's doing.
Very well. Yeah. So he was saying it feels.
I don't watch horror movies, so I wasn't that interested. I was interested because it was a black movie,
right?
But and then I was glad it was doing well. But beyond that, I would not make plans to go see it. I don't care who.
I'm gonna take you.
I don't go watch those kind of movies.
It's not probably scary
whatever.
Like what you think.
Whatever.
Anyway, for Jordan Peele to have movies, this is his second movie, and majority of the cast is of African descent and dark skin. I freaking love it because you don't see it. You don't see it at all. So he's trying to change what everybody is saying as far as there are no films with lead black men or women or a whole family. So he will be doing that in the future. As many movies as he can make with just us on there is incredible. So that I love that. It always takes just that one person to stand out and say, no, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to let anyone stand in my way.
I think Tyler Perry set the tone for that.
Yes.
He did that.
Well, yeah.
You know, because he proved them wrong because they didn't think that our movies would sell.
And he started off
with
plays,
the market was going to be too limited.
No, you're right.
He proved them very wrong.
Yeah, he definitely. I think the difference, what I see the difference is because he had to do his plays and build it up for them to see. With Jordan Peele, he just went straight forward and just did the movies. And it made so much money. And you started looking at the films differently. Like, okay, we definitely can be out there doing some different things. So I
wonder what Spike Lee got to say about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, God.
So, okay. This one is just, I really don't know what to think with this one. The Jussie Smollett. Is that how you pronounce his name? Jussie Smollett. Well, he was released. No, all the charges were dropped. All 16. He had 16 dropped. And they're going to seal his file. And I think as if this didn't happen.
Pretty much.
So when you seal it, it means it didn't even happen.
But they said they were still investigating him for that false report, though.
The FBI is now investigating his release, trying to find out, okay, so why would you release him?
They said there was some pretty weird stuff going on behind the scenes.
Because he still had to pay. He still has to do community service.
2 hours?
Something like that, yes. But if you're dropping it.
Something like that, and they keeping the $10,000 bail.
Right. But if you're dropping the case and sealing it as if he said that he's guilty, why is he having to do community service? Why is he having to do any of that?
So he can't walk away totally scot-free, I guess.
But it's either you're innocent or guilty. So if he's guilty, you do
that's a deal they made, so I don't know.
So then there is a deal. There may be a deal in the background.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking
there's definitely a deal.
But see, I wouldn't have thought he would have a deal if he was innocent.
I think it was a deal probably because there was a lot of, like I said, there hasn't really, all of it hasn't come out yet, but there was a lot of other stuff that was going on behind the scenes that just wasn't.
We don't know about.
Wasn't in order.
Wow.
Let's say, put it like that.
Yeah,
so it kind of tarnished some things, and so. They evidently didn't feel like they could go forward with it.
Wow.
Something happened.
Something happened.
It'll come out.
Interesting.
It'll come, but they're not giving all the details just yet. But
crazy.
Some with the Chicago police
see.
and blah,
all kind
blah,
of stuff
blah.
going on in Chicago. You think R. Kelly gonna get off? You know his attorney. They got his attorney on some fraudulent stuff. So you know what? R. Kelly may get off. He just may get off. Yes, it's too much stuff going on.
I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna. I think it's almost in the climate that we're in now.
Right.
It's almost like they have to do something.
Yeah, they have to.
They have to do something. That's just how I think.
If it don't line up, and you can't, have
he's gotten away with it for so long, and it's kind of like thumbing his nose in everybody's face, and he got away with it and kept on doing his thing. So he thought he was invincible. So
yeah, that's a problem with there.
I'm really bummed about that because I love his music.
Well,
I'm really.
I just want him to get
sad.
help. He need to get help. I mean, you can lock him up.
I think he's probably too late for help.
Well, he is
he's
too
been
late,
doing this
but
mess for so long, it's kind of like who he is. It's just
it's definitely who he is,
down to the core.
Yeah, it's definitely. And I honestly, I say,
it's kind of sad,
he should be helped, but I honestly don't think that men or women that do certain things like that are able to get help unless you're doing changing the chemical imbalance or whatever's going on in his head, but you can't.
You mean his ego?
I don't know. I don't think it's no. I don't think it's an ego. I don't think it has anything to do with an ego. Because for a man to look at young girls or boys at a certain age,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about continuing to do it when you've been virtually exposed, but you continue to do it. Why?
Because that's him. That's his makeup. That his whole makeup. It has nothing to do with an ego thing. That's just like a man who starts.
I think he thought he was a star, and he got away with it before. So and then he thought he had these girls, had the information on these girls that would keep them from talking, and he thought he could continue to get away with this stuff.
It has nothing to do with trying to get away with it.
But like Bishop said, mad day comes.
It does, and he will be in jail. And if he was able to get out, he will still be doing the same thing because it's a sickness. It has nothing to do with the ego. That's just like the same as if a man or woman are messing with. I
don't know about that. I think that's part of it, though.
Okay, maybe. I'm telling you, you can't fix anything like that.
You feel like you just can't be touched. It's like you think more about yourself than you should, and because he's walked away from too much stuff. When you catch a Negro on video doing some stuff and everybody's saying it's you and you still able to walk away, what?
The fact that it was video, I think that's something that he gets off on. It has nothing to do with if I'm going to get caught or not. It's something that person get off on. Like I'm saying, what I was trying to say is a man or woman who messed with her like a 6-month-old. They're not worrying about getting caught.
Lord.
So that's what I'm saying. You're
That's,
looking.
okay. They're
different. Not saying, okay, oh, I hope I don't get caught.
That's different. Those people are real. That's a whole different sickness. That's really, now that's different.
A rapist and a molester.
No, when you talk about molesting babies as opposed to teenagers who may be promiscuous and involved in themselves and just, don't realize that what they're doing is wrong or don't care that it's wrong. There's a whole different thing than somebody doing it to an innocent 6-month-old baby. Come on, man.
No.
No.
That's the same. I'm saying as far as how men are made up chemically. Men and women. I'm so serious. You're thinking, okay, if he thought he wasn't going to get caught or he was going to get caught, okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. That's not what they're thinking. This is a sickness that they like to do. His just age range is from this age, the 13s to the 16s or the 17. And then you have men that want them a little bit younger. It's just a sickness. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Mama. Lady D's.
Don't let me slap you.
Okay, this is your girl, Lala. And you can catch us on Missy K. Loose Lip Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And we are going to our break.
What about Group Nasty?
No, we don't talk about Group Nasty yet. We're going to get to Group Nasty. But up next.
But you're in there. That's the point.
What?
That is one of your contacts, is it not?
Group Nasty?
You know what I'm talking about.
We're going to talk about Group Nasty when we come back.
I wasn't talking about having
Said I'm tired of hearing the same thing. Playing around with another lover. How you doing this? Playing around. Say you need to do your own thing. Say you need to do your own thing. You don't want me. You don't want me. Yeah. Let me go then. Starting out, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So beautiful, and I've never felt this way, now, baby. I'll never let you take me back this way. Tired of you telling me what to do, baby. Playing around with other lovers. Said I can't go on the phone late at night. Say you need to do your own thing. Say you need to do your own thing.
Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lips show. I still want to say radio show. We did that for so long.
I know. That was fun.
Different. Yeah, I kind of miss it.
I didn't have to dress up. Go.
I'm Lady D's, and this is Kissable Nights. I got a question. Do you think online dating is becoming normal? Becoming the normal?
Yes.
Why?
Because everybody's online.
Everybody?
Yeah. And if you're not on there, people think something wrong with you. You're trying to hide something. Shit. That's what I think.
I remember there was a whole different tone when I first started talking about being online dating. I got caught a lot of flack.
But you didn't call the good guy. So I'll have to give it some little hope or something, because you got like a success story now.
I had a few success stories. I mean, they didn't end the way, either of us probably wanted to, but
right.
We're not bad stories. We're not for us.
Right. I would never do online dating though.
Why?
I don't know. I just like the interaction. I like to be in front of you. I need to because I want to talk. I want to see your expressions. And
you know what they say, that the most successful relationships are those where you're introduced to someone by a friend or family member or something like that, because they know you,
right?
And most of them, because someone just want to put you with somebody just because you're
just
single,
so you can go single,
right?
Double dating.
Don't do me any favors, because
right.
what's attractive to you is not attractive to me,
right?
I've been there, done that. But 4 out of 10 people are online dating now. I think that's pretty awesome.
I guess.
Especially for people like, I know a lot of people who, when you get a certain age, you feel like the clubs are not for you.
Right.
You don't know how to find the social clubs where you can go to for these single gatherings for your age group and stuff. So you feel like your only option is to be alone. Mm-hmm. And so for that reason alone, I think is like, online dating is phenomenal. Right. Not to mention, for me, I like being selective and being in control to a point, because I still want the man to be the head, be in control. But I don't have to talk to anybody that I don't want to talk to. So I think it matters. I think it matters, and it says that there are more men using dating apps than women.
I think that's just, I don't know. I think more men are more insecure than women are. Because if they have an issue with how they look, or
that's
how they
Lala
feel,
saying
or not
that, you
being
guys.
able to talk, or it's almost like texting to me. Like,
why do you think men are? Why you want to single men out? I know a lot of women like that.
Singling them out.
But you said men. Don't backpedal now. Why did you say men?
Okay, not all men, but majority of men that
majority. Majority.
Sorry.
Really?
Majority of men. I don't know.
What kind of men you talk to?
I only talk to one. That's it.
That's not the only man you've ever been with.
Just
so
one.
Don't even be funny. Don't be funny. You trying
just
to play
one.
funny.
Yeah, just one. There are, you know what? There are majority of the men do have some insecurities. A lot. I feel like a lot more than women. And I think they hide behind the online dating, the texting. I do. I do.
You know what's interesting is that I don't think insecurity or whatever is necessarily a gender specific thing. And I don't think more men are more insecure than women.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of insecure women. I spend a lot of time counseling their stupid butts.
Oh wow.
It's like, come on, man, you're too old to be still insecure. You at this date you don't know who you are.
Right.
Come on, no. But at first I thought it was because a lot of men was using the online dating for a booty call.
Oh.
I really did. And I think that's probably how it started out, because it makes it easier to do that. Because you don't have to tell anybody anything, and you got all these women, at the moment, especially if you got it appear to have it going on, because there's a lot of fake stuff out there. No, it is. I tell people online dating is wonderful, but it's a process.
Right.
You can't just jump in with all fours and expect it to be perfect, because it's not. It's no different than dating men that you're introduced to, or somebody that you meet at a club or at a supermarket. It's still a process. Right. And the women that get in trouble are the ones who bypass the process. Right. And especially the process of getting to know each other. Finding out how this guy thinks or how this woman thinks, it's important. And that's why dating is important. But everybody want to jump straight to the bed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they think that's the foundation of a solid relationship, if you're good in bed. But that's only going to take you so far.
Right. Mike, let me ask you this. when was the last time you met someone and dated them without using the dating app or the dating app?
Saturday.
You dated?
I met someone Saturday.
What do you not meet somebody? What happened?
Nothing happened. I met someone Saturday.
Okay, so is what?
There's
I'm confused.
There's nothing to be confused about. I'm just saying that I met someone. I was introduced to someone on Saturday, and it was totally unexpected. It has nothing to do with where I am with Houston or none of that.
Okay.
It's just answering your question. I went to a funeral.
That's where you went on your
and
date?
I was with a couple of people from my church. We were sitting together, and they met one of their colleagues was also at the service. Okay. And he wanted to know who I was. Okay. And so they introduced me to him. Wow. Nice dude. Very. But I'm not interested.
You better not be. So my thing is what I've noticed with you, and I think anybody who knows Lady D, the confidence that just pours off of you and how you carry yourself and how you keep up with everything, whether you're on the app or in person, you have this energy that draws people to you. So I don't think however you decide to date would never be a problem with you because you know exactly what you want, right?
I do.
Do you have other people, regardless on if they were on an app or in front of somebody, they're going to have issues because of how they feel within themselves. And I say that goes for men and women, but more so
it goes for both.
Men.
It's true.
And I think a lot of times men are playing games. They act like they want to pursue you just to chase you. And then when they say get a chance and they talk or whatever, then they're done. And then they want to move to the next person.
They get bored.
Or that man sees a woman and says, okay, I can't run a game on her. I can't do the same BS that I've been doing with the next person. So they're not going to deal with you at all.
And that's
so my thing is, it really doesn't matter if you're doing an online dating or in person, depending on how you are, how you carry yourself, and actually knowing what you want. Hey, that's what you're going to get.
It does matter. I mean, when you're going into it, you need to know because you can't communicate that to another individual if you don't first know yourself.
Right.
So when they ask me what it is I'm looking for or what it is that I like or whatever, I can articulate that because I know. And mainly because I date myself. I don't sit around and wait for somebody to come along to do those things for me. I take myself out to a 5-star restaurant and enjoy myself, and I'm not inhibited at all.
Right.
You know, I'll go walking on the beach. I'll do all these things, drive up the coast by myself or stop at a restaurant and have dinner. I do those things for myself. So when you ask me, I can tell you very clearly the things that I like to do. Right. You know, and most women don't because they don't do anything. They don't know. A lot of women my age, let's put it that way, my age, they don't. Wow. They've pretty much thrown in the towel, you know,
some
on
of
life.
my age too.
It's kind of sad.
Because they've never been anywhere. They don't. Or if someone is even trying to do from, they're like, oh, why are you doing this? Oh, you don't have to do this. What? Allow that man to be a man. Yeah. Jeez.
You know what? And I'm kind of learning that too, but I'm constantly talking to myself. It's kind of like, because I'm used to doing stuff for myself. Right. I have to understand, I have to realize that when I relinquish that power, I'm still in control because I'm giving it over to somebody that I trust with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Sorry. Anyway.
You're like, what is that?
But anyway, but what you were saying about men approaching women and getting with them and then acting like they're gung-ho about being with them and whatever, and then they just drop it like a ball. Right. Isn't that kind of like, I mean, is that necessarily a problem? Because, okay, say for instance, the guy that I just met. Right. And he was gung-ho. He wanted to meet me, you know, so they introduced us and everything. But we started going out. And he's excited about it. You know, everybody's excited when it first starts, right? But then after a couple of dates, then you realize that I'm not the one for you because I'm either I'm boring, I don't talk enough, I talk too much. Oh, what? Oh, good God. Whatever. I don't know what happened to this phone.
That's him speaking
this
to
phone.
you. I know he's
Anyway.
I know.
But I'm just saying that I thought that's why I thought there were more men online. But women do the same thing. Yeah. Women are a lot of women are online and they're saying they're on there for dating, and they set up a lot of first dates, but they're going out to have dinner and then they move on, all this kind. So that's why now you see so many guys online saying, they're not looking for gold diggers and, and they looking for the first date. If they go to dinner, it's got to be 50-50 because they want to know where you're coming from. Right. And that you're not playing games, so, and if you're out, if that's what you're out for, and he says, we got to go 50-50, you're not going, and then the ones who are not out there for that, but expect a man to pick up the tab for the first meal, they're not going either. But it's like, it's a game. It's a big game. You just got to know how to maneuver. Right. Hey, life is a game. You just got to know how to, you need to know the rules and how to maneuver. Yeah. That's just it.
Well, they would feed out a lot of people if you just said, let's just not do dinner. I want to take you on a picnic and we can talk and do that. And you weed out all kinds of people. That's true, too. Because that's me. First date for me, one of the perfect first dates is like, I tell people, I go on picnics. Yes. I make a nice picnic and we go. Why? Because number one, we're not rushed and we can sit and we can communicate. And I get to see this guy's a communicator. If he has something to talk about, I have a tendency to be drawn to these, attract these guys who are like either like preachers or executives, all these really busy people, and so it requires a lot of understanding because, people got to do what they got to do. Right. But there's a selfish part of me, it's like, okay, I'm one of the most understanding people you'll ever meet. But after a while, it's like, okay. You don't want to be that understanding.
I'm not going to be the only one bending here.
Right, exactly.
So if you don't want to bend, then you need to kick rocks.
Go somewhere else.
But anyway, so there are 53% of people online, and they said that a lot of them lie. 53% of people online are liars. And the main thing they lie about their age.
Who they live with?
Their weight, their height, and their job and their income.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And I know for a fact because I've run into 4 that lied about their age. And for me, and there's my attitude, I don't care what I thought about you, it's like deuces. Right. Because if you can't tell the truth about something as simple as that, right, and what else are you lying about? Yeah. And there's one, the lies just kept coming. He kept confessing. I'm like, dude,
what's going on?
Yeah, like, okay, let's fix this right now.
Right. That's the last thing that you should be lying about. You should be happy you even made it to that far. Jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. Man, I say men be dying at 55.
Well, see what it is when you put a limit.
Oh shit.
Or you put a limit on the age that you're willing to date. So of course they lie.
Well, we gonna find out when you can't keep up with her. Believe me, she gonna find out. He went, oh my heart, I gotta get my medication.
So the rumor is that women, not men, but the rumor is that women are the ones who are online just for booty calls.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're users for booty calls and dinner.
So
and I hear a lot of guys I talk to say this. They say the same thing. They say the women they're playing games like nobody's business. So I guess they're taking over the male role. The male is looking for a real significant other, and the women are still trying to play these games.
Oh, it didn't change. Major. Oh wow.
Yeah, I wish I could be on the other side just to see.
Yeah.
Because some of the stories it's really funny. Some of the stories and like all the foreign people, they're trying to run scams, and
you should tell them to screenshot it. Screenshot the stuff that they see, send it to us, and then we're going to use that as a topic when we talk about dating online, the pros
Right.
and the cons of it.
But just so you guys know, dating online is really not a bad thing. It's really not. It's no better. It's no different than meeting someone face to face.
Right.
You know, actually, it's better because when you meet somebody surprise you with a what you call it, blind date.
Right.
You don't know what you're getting. You
I
know.
don't do blind
Whereas
dates.
when you're online, sometimes you see what they look like. But I blame the women. First of all, when you go, okay, a guy's supposed to be the age that he's like, let's say 60, right? And then you go and look at this picture. It's clear as day that this dude, the picture is like when he was like in his 30s or 40s.
10 years ago.
You seriously? I mean, are you really that stupid?
Right.
That you can't tell the difference in an old picture and a modern picture?
That's crazy.
You know, and you think this guy is 60 and he still looks like that?
I don't know.
I tell him, look, I don't care.
I didn't use a video chat.
I tell him, stop posting those old pictures because that's not you anymore.
Right.
You know, and I can't have him. So
Right.
stop posting those pictures. That's like bait. That's all it is. It's to
Catfish.
sucker people in.
It's a catfish.
And you get there and they look like,
Like, what's
where's
going
your
on?
son?
Yeah, especially
Right.
when you want somebody fit. He like, oh shit, I can't tell him ours is 200, 300, 400 pounds.
Yeah, I've been there, done that one too.
I know you told me. You're like, wait, I think you left.
No.
You didn't leave?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Hey.
That was the second one.
Man,
The
we need to
first
go
one,
back to those.
man.
Show us those.
And he knew too, because I have a hard time hiding my feelings
You right.
on my face. So
the hell is
he
this?
said, first thing he asked me, "Are you disappointed?"
Oh, he knew. He already knew. He
I
already
said, "You and I just had a conversation about this just yesterday.
knew. Yeah, he knew. He knew.
I don't feel like I need to hold back."
No, he was like,
You tried to
what did
play
you
me.
think was going to happen? That you're going to just be like, okay, well, it's okay. You weigh 100 pounds more than what you said you did.
Oh man, that shirt was screaming.
Wow, he tried to suck
skirt-
it in.
Yo, he could suck that in.
Wait, he was like, look. He was turning to the side.
He was so mad, so he went back and on his profile. He said he went back and revised his profile, talking about all these shallow women and blah 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 blah.
Oh, look at him, and he the one lying.
Whatever. I told you what I wanted, what I was looking for. If that wasn't you, you should have kept on pushing.
Man, should
Plain
even
and
try.
simple.
Ooh. He was like,
I gave you an opportunity to tell me the truth. He failed the test.
He's like, I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna
Anyway,
try.
but this has been Lady D's and Kissable Nights. Don't give up on online dating. I love it. If you need some tips, hit me up on my email at ladyds63@gmail.com. That's LADDEEZ 63@gmail.com. We can talk about it.
Oh, that's what we doing now? Oh, because I'm gonna advertise that.
I don't care.
Okay, cool.
That's just for this.
Online dating, you need help, Lady D. She said
I don't know about help, but I mean, I'm willing to help you
Tips?
navigate because I don't want women sitting at home and feeling like that's their destiny. You know, you have to step back and take your fate into your own hands.
Right.
You know, if you try nothing, you will get nothing.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
and if what you've been doing is not working, what do you have
Try
to lose?
something else.
I'll
Yes.
help you write your profile.
Oh, look,
I'll take your pictures.
That is a business.
Seriously.
So let me know because we're going to get some money and some stuff set up.
Yeah. People love my profile. Even guys that I'm not, they know it's clear I'm not interested in that.
Right.
But they hit me up because, to talk, I love your profile,
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a
so-
business. I'm going to talk to you about that later.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, this has been Kissable Nights, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
She pausing. You okay? She was like,
We can't do Get Lipped because Haley B is not here. She's at the event.
Yes.
But we're going to do something. So come back in 2 minutes.
Sometimes love comes and goes away. Every time I think just how much you mean to me. Oh, my faith in love, so this time, understanding how much it's meant to be. Yeah, I appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. Celebrate, two as one. Life has just begun. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Let's take a ride on the road to paradise. It'll lead us on the right path to you and I. So let's take our time and make it right, because this is what we've dreamed of all the time. Appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. Celebrate, two as one. Life has just begun. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Come on now. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Come on, take my hand. Let's get to moving, moving. Gonna make it last forever, yeah. We don't have to rush, cause we have all night. Let's celebrate all through our lives. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere.
Wow, whatever. Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lips show.
Yes.
And again, Haley B is not here, so we're going to get lipped with a question
We're going to get lipped. Oh,
from Miss
Sorry.
Lala.
Okay, so my question, and I wanted to make sure I was saying it correctly. So you have two parents that share custody of a son, daughter that's around 9 or 10. The father starts to date someone new and wants to introduce the child to his new girlfriend, wife, or whomever. Is that man obligated, or should he ask the other parent permission or to see if it's okay for him to introduce his child to his new girlfriend? That is the question. Or is it okay if I just say, hey, this is who I'm dating. I'm getting ready to marry this person. I want you to meet him. I don't think I should have to go and say to my ex, is it okay if I introduce our son or daughter to my new boyfriend or girlfriend? I just don't think that I need to do that. So that's my question. Are parents obligated to make sure that the other parent is aware of whom they're dating as far as introducing them to the child? What do you think?
I'm going to say yes.
That they should?
I think, especially if it's new.
Okay.
Because it goes back to when we had the conversation we had about knowing the people that are around your child.
Okay.
It's not a power trip.
Right.
I mean, not like you're my child and you got my child and you got to do this. No, It's not like that. But I think that if you're getting serious with somebody, then and there you guys and you and your ex share a child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he needs to know who's in his child's life, and maybe at some point there needs to be an introduction as well.
Oh, definitely. But I'm thinking more of course he needs, I am so for making sure that you know who your child is around. That helps out with a lot of things. But my thing is having to ask this person, is it okay?
Not permission. No,
right.
No.
Is it okay?
No.
if I introduce this person to my child?
No.
Like, why do I need to ask you?
I don't think you need permission from the father to do that. First of all, if you're dating or he's dating, the same thing works for him. The same
Right.
rule applies to him. You know, you're a package deal. He's a package deal.
Right. Definitely.
You have a child, you know, and any guy that's going to be spending time with you, you need to know who you're spending time with, first of
Exactly.
all. But he needs to understand, I mean, he's dating both of you.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but I still think that, not asking for permission, but I still think he has a right to know that there is a man around his child.
Especially if they're at a young age.
Yeah.
Definitely. You letting them know is fine, but even if you're letting them know, if the ex is not willing to want to meet the person or ever come and see, so why would I need to let you know?
Well, that's fine, but it's still the respectable thing to do.
Okay.
What he does with the information is his business, because if some stuff go down, because we don't know,
Right.
But if something goes down, that's the first thing's gonna come up. You should have
Exactly.
told me.
Right. Okay.
So I don't think it's a matter of asking for permission. It's just a matter of informing.
Right.
I think this respectable thing to do is to inform him. I'm dating someone, and he will be spending time with your child as long as he's with me.
Definitely. Oh, is there an age group? Because if I'm saying this, if the man is not involved,
Well, if he's not
you
involved,
don't need to know.
well, what do you mean by not involved at all?
Just involved at all.
No, it matters. I mean, so he doesn't take care of his kids. He doesn't visit his kids. He doesn't call to check on the kids.
He can check in. I see. I'm not saying like this not had nothing to do with me. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
In any way or form, if he's not involved with the child as a parent, I'm not talking about you pay a check, because that's not a parent being a parent.
Okay.
Just being involved in a day-to-day or week-to-week duties that goes along with actually being a parent. Mm-hmm. If you're not doing that, then
Well, that's
I don't
a little
feel the
different.
need. Yeah.
That's different. I mean, when I'm speaking of a father who's being a father.
Right.
You know, but if homeboy is totally checked out and all he is a check.
Right.
You know, that's different. I wouldn't tell him anything.
Okay.
That's just me. It's not a matter of keeping anything from. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
But I don't think I need to go out of my way to show you any kind of respect, because you don't even take an interest
Exactly.
in him yourself. So why should you care if there's another man in his life?
Right.
You know, that's just kind of how I think. And you're gonna still keep paying my check to me that check.
Paying it, yes. I don't know. My question: do you think, even with the child support, and everybody has their issues on how much they should pay, and it goes according to your income and stuff like that, shouldn't it be you actually need to spend time with your child and be with your child, opposed to just saying, okay, I'm just going to pay this check and not be involved with my child? Shouldn't that be an option? It's almost as if just pay the money and they don't care if you with the child or not. Or you have some that will say, okay, I'm going to do 50-50. Not even when they're not even dealing with the kid, just so they don't have to pay.
Well, my thing is this, okay, you're going to pay. Okay, that's the right thing to do. But I don't believe in going to court and forcing you to spend time with my child. You know, I don't want you around my child if that's not something you desire or want to do. I don't need those kind of negative vibes around my kid. You know, because I already know you're not going to treat my kid right, because you don't want to be there. So you're only there because the court makes you do this. That's crazy. That's not a father. He's a sperm donor.
Pretty much.
So you pay the price, pay your check, and go on about your business.
Right.
You don't. If you keep paying the check, I won't bother you until your son or your daughter gets 18, and you won't have to hear my mouth at all.
Right.
I'm good to go. Dwayne said he was trying to call in. You're running out of time, D.
You better call in, Dwayne.
He said he had the wrong number. I sent you the right number. But anyway, yeah. So before Dwayne calls in, should he decide to figure it out,
come on, get it together.
I want to
Dwayne.
remind you guys that, first of all, tonight at the Mount Pilgrim Church at 400 South Santa Fe in Compton, there's an event going on as we speak with the R&B singer Missy, and the theme is Keeping It 100. Right. And it deals with abuse, relationship abuse.
And younger teens, right?
And young adults and teens,
Right.
yeah, because it is becoming an epidemic. And so if we can do or say something that can assist someone out of a bad situation, then that's what we want to do. So stop by if you're in the area and check her out. On April 11th, at the Redondo Beach Performing Arts, the love of my life, the love of my life,
Her favorite.
the one and only.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, Will Downing. Oh my God, I love him.
We'll be there.
I do. I
We're
love
definitely
him.
going to be there.
We're going to be there. We would love for you guys to join us. And anybody who knows Will Downing puts on a show.
Yes.
And along with him will be Keith Washington.
She got it. She got it right this time.
My bad.
Some other stuff.
Oh, yeah. Along with him is going to be the one and only Keith Washington and my baby Jammin' J. Lamont.
Yes.
You don't want to miss this show. So again, that's April 11th, and I believe the show starts at 7 p.m. At the Redondo Beach Performing Arts.
It's going to be nice.
I'm looking so forward to that. Oh my goodness.
That's going to be cool. Hopefully we get some front row
my first
seats.
concert of the season. You know, it's a
Yes.
concert season for me.
Right.
Dwayne, did you get it together?
No,
He hasn't
he probably haven't
responded
because he
yet.
haven't called yet. He
But,
hasn't called.
Yeah, so what else is going on with you, Miss Lala?
Ooh, a lot of stuff. You know, the Black Stern brand.
What are you guys
is
talking about
just-
in the group?
Oh, nothing. We don't talk about
You
that. No,
lying.
you know what? Look, we have this group, right? The Missy K Loose Slip group. Y'all need to follow it, get in there, ask questions, and it's just
Interesting
so,
conversations.
from the far left to the far right. We talk about so much stuff, and everybody is under the impression that I am the crazy one.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not. It's just things that happen. That's all that it is.
If you go in there and see some of the stuff that this girl posts, trust me, you would change your opinion
No,
quickly.
it's real. It makes you wake up, though. I tell you that. You're like, oh, hell, what's going on? It makes you think.
But you really keep it going, though. You really keep it going. And I have to say, there are a lot of very interesting conversations. And it can be quite addicting.
Yes.
It can be quite addicting. And I had to kind of back up from it for a minute. Because I'd be be trying to go to sleep, and I'm sitting up 12, 1 o'clock, and all this. It's like, oh, this is crazy. It's crap. I need to go to bed. Going back and forth with these people.
It's good. It's good. It's good. A lot of interesting perspectives on life, like from relationships, sex,
Oh, my God.
money, and a lot of stuff that are going on like now. I mean, whether, you have the younger kids, 18 to 25, and then you have the older adults, 35 to 45, and just to see the different perspectives from individuals, like, okay. And then I'm like, okay. Like, oh, really? So
These
I
young
like
girls.
it. I like it. I like it. I think if it was a lot of us just out and having conversations with young individuals, then they would have a different perspective on life. Because we have so many good ideas and realistic ideas that I know that these young individuals are not getting at home. Just
Right.
by the way they walk and the different things that they're going live with. And you have to say, did you really
Where's your
just
mama?
say that? Like, what?
Where's your
what's
mama?
going on?
Where's your daddy?
Like, really? So, yeah, definitely check it out. Check it out. I know we have a couple more minutes, and I wanted to say this, that I think why we have a lot of issues that are going on, this with individuals, and you say insecurity, and with everything that has been going on, even with like the R. Kellys and the Jessies and the stabbings, and then all of this other stuff, it seems like individuals go through things at a young age, go through so much at a young age, and they have yet to heal. And what I mean by heal is be comfortable with whatever happened, to deal with it and say, you know what, this wasn't my fault.
Right.
Or I know what was done had everything to do with them and not me. If you don't do that, everything that you do with whomever you do it with, you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues. So whether you need to talk to somebody, meditate, pray by yourself, write in a journal, you have to heal.
That is the first thing. Other people.
Exactly. Even if it's like having issues with your mom or your dad, because I've noticed a lot of men who have issues with their mother or their parents at a young age, they carry that along and then they start having issues with women. If you don't heal and get through that, you're going to always have issues. So,
do you know how predominant that was in the Black community? Yeah. And we're so proud that, either it's ignored or it's, swept under the rug.
Right.
Especially with girls. The first thing they say, well, what did you do?
Right.
Exist.
Exactly.
And it's sad because we just covered it up and we have all these wounds with all these scars that never got addressed.
Right.
A lot of parents and grandparents have died.
Right.
Those who knew about it, who could help these people heal, have died, and these people are left hurting.
Right.
It's really, really sad.
Right.
And I just hope that we break that curse and we stop making the victim all over again. And start giving them an opportunity to share and hear what they have to say. Sometimes people lie, yes, but the majority of the time there's something to what they're saying. Exactly. And to just ignore it is to say you don't care.
Definitely.
And we need to do
start
better.
Caring about our people.
We need to do better.
Definitely. So again, this is your girl Lala. It's been so much fun. So much fun. Oh, sorry. So you can find me again on the Missy K. Swift Show. On Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And don't forget, we have this group that's like for real nasty. I'm just going to say it's really nasty. So, hey,
she ain't lying.
We'll see you next week.
She's not lying.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Oh, you want to say something? I normally don't do the endings. I'm stuck.
That's obvious.
That's it.
Missy K Show.